Hi, welcome back to Living Foods 365. I'm Ayana.
And I'm James.
And today we are going to talk about sunlight and its wonderful benefits and how it enhances and boosts the immune system.
Yes. Do you know that everybody knows this one key fact? Sunlight gives vitamin D.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about it, okay? We receive the sunlight, but it's our body that converts the sunlight to vitamin D. And how it does that, it transforms the cholesterol in the skin to vitamin D, which is very essential for the absorption of calcium and the prevention of osteoporosis. Matter of fact, sunlight also is anti-inflammatory because it increases the activity of white blood cells. And just like anything, when it's heated up, it expands. When our bodies receive the sunlight, our body's arteries start to expand, which is good for oxygen and circulation to go through. And guess what it does? It helps with the repair of the cells that have been damaged whenever we put things into our system that are not supposed to be there. So sunlight does some wonderful things.
Yes, and sunlight I know also helps with the mood, right? It enhances our sense of well-being, and it also can aid in depression by just getting one extra hour of sunlight or,
Yes.
10 to 15 minutes of sunlight. It can just truly improve your mood and how you go throughout the rest of the day.
Absolutely. The reason it deals with the mood is because when we receive a good amount of sun, and by the way, the best time to get the sun is between 10 a.m. and after 4 p.m. That's the best time, because between the hours of 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., that's when the sun rays are the shortest, which will also allow for us to have skin burn.
Right, and the best places to expose yourself to the sun is your face,
Yes.
your hands, your forearms, and if you're able to sunbathe a little bit more, that's okay.
Yes.
But really, all you need is it on your face, your hands, maybe on your forearms. For lighter skinned people, 10, 15 minutes. For darker skinned people, you need about 30 minutes, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you're light skinned, right? I don't know. Now listen to this.
I'm brown skinned.
Okay, all right. Talking about the mood and depression. Now we're going into the chemical phase of it, all right? So when we receive the correct sunlight, it boosts and enhances serotonin in the body. Serotonin is a chemical that is produced by the nerve cells. Think of it as like a neurotransmitter, okay? A neurotransmitter is a chemical messenger that's within the brain that allows communication between the nerve cells. So serotonin is basically good for, your joy, happiness when it's released in the body, positive thinking, relaxation, energy.
Yes.
But then when you have a lack of serotonin, guess what? Depression, mood swings, negative thoughts, inactivity.
Yeah.
You have a lack of energy. Now, do you know that light therapy has been used to treat depression? But they don't use sunlight. They actually use a artificial light source. I've worked at places where, especially like daylight savings time, I worked at places where people come in when it's dark and they leave work when it's dark. So guess what? That automatically lowers your energy right there. I mean, I can't imagine being somewhere and all you see all day is darkness. And the light inside the building is not the same. So make sure that if you're in one of those situations, get out.
Yes.
Lunch break, whatever it is, get outside and get your proper sun.
Yes, and I know the sun is also a good disinfectant. It helps to kill germs.
Absolutely.
So, I know back in the day, our grandmothers used to wash the linens and they would hang them out in the sun. We dry everything in the dryer, but the sun is also really good for killing germs and, just as like a disinfectant, kind of natural disinfectant.
The sun does everything. The sun does everything. Now, one thing I want to tell you, right? When we receive this sunlight, it's like, let's say before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. Now, here's the thing, right? We might not get all of our necessary vitamin D at that time, okay? However, synthetic vitamin D is harmful to the body. It increases your cholesterol and it strips away from the calcium from the bones, so it weakens the bones. So please make sure that you don't go out and get these supplements that are synthetic forms of vitamin D. because it's not going to be the best. However, there's another natural source. It's called lanolin from sheep wool. Isn't that something?
That's
sheep wool.
Very interesting.
And you can get your vitamin D from there also. So you got to look for it. There's different sites that you can go to, some very reputable vitamin stores online that you can go to get your vitamin D.
And is it in an oil form?
Oil and powder.
Powder, okay.
So please make sure that you get out there, get your sunlight. Is very important, because now we're talking about serotonin, but when we talk about rest, what are we going to be talking about?
Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Yes.
I love the way they both sound alike.
Yes.
So please go out there whenever you can, get your sunlight.
Yes.
Between 10 a.m., before 10 a.m., after 4 p.m., please make sure that you see all the benefits from it. Yeah. There's a little bit more, but we want you to do your own research, and we'll come back and we'll capitalize on some of those benefits.
But what about if they are at work and 1 o'clock is the only time they can get the sun?
That's when you actually have to go out there. And remember, the rays are the shortest, so don't spend too much time out there, okay? Right. Now, let me tell you about a time. If you're going to do it at the right times, let's go 10 to 15 minutes at the beginning phase, and then gradually work your way up to at least 20 to 30 minutes in the sun.
Yeah.
And like my wife just said, if you can't help but get out there around between 10 and 3, go out there, get your sunlight, but don't stay out there too long.
Yeah.
10 minutes at the max.
Yeah.
We don't want you to end up with any type of burn.
No.
But you do want to get your sunlight. You do want to get your sunlight.
Yeah.
So that was a good question. I'm glad you brought that up.
No problem.
So please make sure that you get out there, whatever time. Just make sure you're aware of the time. Get out there, get your sun. We want to make sure that you boost up your immune system. And as always, we love to say, healthy habits equal a healthy lifestyle.
Also, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye-bye.